Alright. So what we got here is game 3 between Team Double Champ, which is myself, Laserwolf, and Lawdog, and SW, which is Bubba the Conqueror, and Tom der Schonder. I'm absolutely not pronouncing that correctly. Probably not. Let's just be real here. So Tom der Schonder is playing as the Ethiopians. We have Bubba the Conqueror playing as the Magyars. Lawdog, who's playing as the Spanish, one of his best civilizations, so it doesn't really offer anything on this map. And myself, I'm playing the Franks, who, clearly you start with so many bushes. Their foraging bonus is going to be game-changing, especially in the early game. It's just going to be huge. So this is the Z tournament. We're playing on all these special maps. And what makes this one different is that other than the patch that you start with of gold, a 4 patch, I don't believe, let's take a look, it's hard to see on the map, I don't think there's anything else. I think all you have is your starting 4 patch. I should have versed myself more on that, but I think that's what it is, because then what you have on the outside behind you, surrounded by wood, protected by lines, are these. So a ridiculous amount of stone and gold, however, is just not accessible to you right away. You're going to have to make do with that pit that you start with. The other thing that makes this map unique is the fact that you're starting with, let's see if I can find some running around, you start with some horses as well to help you scout. You start with your scout and 2 horses. So, as you can see, Red's getting in some good scouting. But that's also something that makes this map fairly different. In the middle, there is all of this food. Tons and tons of bog turtles in these little patches. And in the middle are these 2 individual pits of stone and 2 individual pits of gold, which if you mine out your base gold and you have yet to go to the corner, would be pretty important. There's a whole group of scouting going on here. We have the Spanish, we have myself, the French. Oh, my scouts are together. That is not good grouping, but it doesn't matter. I'm moving up to get some wood here, finally, get some farming in, most likely later on. I need to get my barracks down, and I've already moved up to get my box turtles. As the Franks, I'm going to be going for a scout rush, so pretty standard. It's just what you do. I'm sure you could do other things, but that's what they excel at. Red has both of his scouts together, moving in. Green has gone up and put a mill already on these box turtles. It seems as if, yes, Lawdog is on his way, and Red has yet to move up there. He's gotten his boar, but he hasn't gotten to the box turtles yet. I probably would have gotten down there sooner if I wasn't playing the Franks. Just because of their foraging bonus, it just makes such a huge difference. I probably would have gotten here sooner since this resource is so fast. So let's speed this up here a bit. This is just some standard right now. We're scouting, we're getting in, there's some harassment. Not too much is happening at this point. We're just kind of booming, just getting through the Dark Age. Trying to get there as fast as we can. Green's moved up. Oh, and there was a scout engagement. See, look, this is why you don't speed up. This is why you don't speed up. Lawdog lost his scout. That is not good. Never want to lose that scout. Lawdog sending more villagers forward to the box turtles. Red is up now at the box turtles, getting all of those resources. So important. So fast. Here I am now. I've got quite a few forward for that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It looks as if I have the most forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Lawdog and I both actually have the same amount on the box turtles. Red is dropping a forward barracks. I've dropped my barracks beside the wood line. Not good placement. Should have probably put it down here so there's more wood to be collected, but like I've said a couple videos now, I am not the high-level player here. I'm just trying to get better at this game. Green is also dropping a forward barracks. Law Dog has just completed his barracks. The villager who completed it is idle. Come on, Law Dog. Notice it. And he notices it. 2 villagers idle. TC still pumping out for everyone. Still booming. Now this is something actually interesting. I'm going to pause here for a second. So if you're looking at the villager counts, so Baba is at 22. Domdar under 21. Law Dog 19. So he has some lagging. And then myself 22. So economy favors actually SW in the sense that they actually have more villagers. What has been pinged? Not sure what has been pinged. I have gotten up to feudal, almost halfway there, dropping 2 houses because I'm planning to go mass scouts right away. Pretty much the strategy. It's my favorite strategy to go for. I just think it's a lot of fun. The harassment's so annoying. Red is walling in his box turtles. Probably a good idea. Really awkward thing to wall in though. But they're, walling in here, here, here. There's just so much food that can be collected. Definitely worth it. House complete. Gonna be dropping my stable once I'm up. Still 6 berry bushes left, which for the Frank player is gonna be massive. Scouting still going on with these horses. Green is sending his villagers back. It looks, yeah, so he's gonna start actually chopping pretty soon. He's sending 3 villagers. Red is not, so it's green alone sending back. Alright, Laser Wolf, I've just gotten up to the feudal age. I'm going to be dropping the stable right away. And if you look at green, so green's lumber camp is up. He's going to begin chopping through. Probably a good idea to try and get through the right away. There's a lot of wood here. You're not really hurting yourself by going down there. Still a lot of resources coming in for both. Let's take a look at green. Haven't really looked at his base. So he still just has the 1 forward barracks. He hasn't dropped anything yet. He's dropping a defensive tower. Not sure if I agree with that decision. Green has sent a dress forward. He has his militia attacking Law Dogs. Villagers, they've just switched to man-at-arms. This is actually going to be pretty deadly. He should get both of these villagers if he... Oh, we should have went around, in my opinion, but... Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if I agree with this decision, just because there is limited stone on this map. You want to get those TCs, but... We'll see what happens. Oh, these villagers... Is she gonna get... Are they gonna get away? The scout's coming forward for Law Dog, trying to protect it. They're gonna take out green. Scout. Is the villager going to survive? The villager does survive. But, on the other hand, we're not sure about this one. Over here, there's a scout engagement. Took out one of Red's scouts. Red actually is going scouts. Is now walling up. And if we see this villager still getting away, she will be safe. The man-at-arms will be forced to pull back. Scout's still coming out, waiting to have a little bit of a mass so that I can go forward. And there I am with 5, which is what I typically like to wait for, going forward. Doing some walling. Red is just walled that side, still open, completely open. These scouts will make it in. They will not wall in time. We'd have to pull everyone off. 1 scout down. And the second one will go down also. Just the attack upgrade. The Magyar start, of course, with their attack upgrade, making them a really strong scout rushing civ. Probably my favorite scout rushing civ. I know there's debate on which is the strongest, but to me, it is actually the Magyar. Doing some harassment. The TC is going to get one of these scouts, unfortunately. Didn't pull back in time, but that is a lot of idle time for Red. A lot of villagers in that TC right now. That is a lot of idle time. Should be sending it to a bush or something along those lines, so they're not just sitting there. They're not just waiting. That scout will likely go down, unfortunately. Oh no, and it's getting out just in time. I definitely thought it was going to take a hit from that town center and from that spear. Doing some harassment on this house, forcing repairs eventually. Probably should have moved away from this, should have went around the back. However, shoulda, woulda, coulda. It doesn't change what happened. Both red and green have decided to go down and work on the same corner, which is interesting because they're not working necessarily on the same side. So they're not going to be getting through necessarily any faster at this point than if red went here, but you know, if they coordinate their efforts, they actually can get through a bit faster. My scout's still doing harassment, forcing repairs in that house finally. 2 spearmen coming forward, forcing me back. However, if you look, there are now archers from green hitting my poor villagers, collecting these box turtles. They were hitting Law Dog. It looks as if actually they killed 2, unless those 3, unless those are older. Forcing me off of box turtles. Will likely get one. Oh yes, they'll get one villager. And what is she doing? Pathfinding sometimes. 2 idols from Law Dog. Low. If the greens archers go up there, they'll be able to pick those off easily. Going to be garrisoning into my town center. Scouts are coming back to clean up these archers. And what are you doing? No, don't lose another one. Go into the TC. There we go. So those archers are cleaned up. That's a lot of gold down for green there. That's, mind you, it was effective. They got a lot of idle time, killed some of Law Dog's villagers. They're now walling up their corner. See if they get in time. Get inside. Yep. Villager pathfinding. Just HD things. Just rough. So I'm choosing to wall up my side. One at a time, with houses, with buildings. Scouts are going back down, going to try and hit their box turtle eco because I was just bringing in so much food. But it's walled off completely. It looked awkward. I thought there would have been a couple holes, but nope. Law Dog is now coming with his own scouts. 3 scouts, good attack upgrades. Could use the defensive upgrades, but he's getting things out at this point, which is important. Green is massing up some archers. He has some pokies. 2 archery ranges for green. TC's, sorry, not his tower still protecting his villagers. This palisade will go down, but... Oh, and there is a hole there. There is a hole I can get through. There's always a hole. Law Dog scouts are now harassing. Oh, and here come the pokies. This actually take out these 2 scouts if it's played correctly. That one gets out without taking any hits. There's one left. Is he going to get out? The spearmen are waiting. Trying to get around. It's took some hits, but it's alive. Surprised. The walls are completed on the side, so they're now safe to chop through. If I had done this at this point, I probably would have wanted to send some more villagers down there to try and get through quicker, but... So now myself and Law Dog are inside. Red space, harassing, killing villagers. Yes, killing villagers. Can now officially say that. I've taken down 1 at least. And unfortunately not paying attention, taking more hits than necessary. Let's see if we'll deny this market. And we deny the market. Unfortunately, a scout is lost, but so is one of their villagers. That is an alright trade, denying the market. Killing a villager. Not too shabby. Green is going forward with his archers and his spears. He's going to be finding my shore fishermen and women. Baba is pinging. Baba is not happy about this scout pressure. That is clear. It's so annoying to deal with. It's so irritating. If you look at different perspectives, I'm up to castle. First up to castle. This is going to be huge because 1, 2 stables. We have chain barding coming in. Knights are going to be coming out. Queued up far too many there, but oh well. Spearman accidentally got a little bit too far. Here come back the scouts again to come clear this up. Force them away. Law Dog. Not much going on here. Lots on gold. He's getting his final berry bush. 22 minutes getting the final berry bush. I have 3 villagers going back, deciding to build a TC on the wood line. I think that's the right choice at this point. I have 2 knights, an idol, 2 idols. I hope I noticed them. Let's see, 1, 2. So 2 idols. Need to hit that hotkey a little bit quicker to figure them out. Let's see, where have these archers gone? There they are. Oh, 1 villager down. They should potentially get 2, but it doesn't look like it. They pushed Lawdog off of gold, which is huge at this point. You know, if those archers had positioned themselves just a little bit better, they could have taken out a lot more of those villagers. Here I am coming forward now with quite a few knights, scouts, to clear up this army. Only found the 1. I wasn't entirely sure where it was. Lawdog is trying to ping to tell me where it is. There it is. He's going to take out 1 more villager. He's going to take out that one also. Brutal. Hard. Those types of losses. Just so unnecessary. So damaging. So irritating to deal with. That's the thing. But here I come now. I'm going to be cleaning this up. I have good defensive upgrades, good attack damage upgrades. On the other hand, the archers are minimally upgraded. Green is going to be going up to castle soon, so clearing this up, this is going to be huge. It's stopping this army from going to crossbows, which would have caused a lot more damage. There's a score change right there. Team Double Champ takes the lead against Team SW in the score with the cleaning up of that crossbow army. How are they answering? Lawdog gets into the castle age. Green is massing up more archers. So if we take a look from their perspective, yes, they have 5 more archers queued up. So they are sticking with that. They're almost up to castle, so like I said, taking out that army was huge. It stopped them from getting those crossbows. These knights and scouts are going forward now. They're going to be hitting these ecos. They see the watchtower. More knights coming around the side for myself. Going to go down, going to take out these 2 villagers. They're not going to survive now, but there are cav archers coming in from Magyar player, Baba the Conqueror, with some pretty good upgrades. They have the range. No defensive upgrades, though. And they are going to drop fast. Nope, they're going to drop fast. They weren't handled as well as they potentially could have been. Still doing some damage to these knights, but just not enough. The numbers are just a little bit too big. And it looks as if, yes, he's backed himself into the corner to try and get the most value out of them as he can, but they are all going to go down. 2 knights have gotten stuck on the mill, unfortunately. Never like to throw away units. Chopping through the sides. Let's take a look at here. So they're almost through. Almost through, and this could change it back in their favor if they get that. That's so much gold. That's so much stone. They have archers protecting it. Green has gotten up to crossbows. He's still coming up. He has a pretty big crossbow army coming in. Lawdog doesn't have much at the moment. He has a few knights. That aggression from Green, those archers, that really hurt him. That rush, turned to man-at-arms rush, that was not good for him. Just 4 cavalry archers survive. This massive knights, good upgrades. They're still coming in. Oh my goodness. And those idols are still there for me. This is why you watch games, though. You have to see what you did wrong to improve. 2 idols for that long, never good. Here comes Lawdog with his 4 knights. He has some decent upgrades on them. Here I am circling around the back. He's 6 cav archers. He's gotten the armor upgrades. That will make a difference. Let's take a look from his perspective. Baba the Conqueror. Oh, Green, those archers, he's distracted right now. He's distracted from Lawdog's push. Let's see. I hit the stable a bit, but those cav archers came in, decided to go back. The smart move to do, really, there. They would do too much damage. But here I am coming forward to this TC. I have enough to take it out if there wasn't another army there. Here comes Lawdog, still taking down the houses. And here is myself, Laser Wolf, hitting that TC. Could have taken it down with those numbers and the upgrades, however, those Cav Archers there, so I'm going to back up, just trying to cause a nuisance, be distracting, be annoying. I see those Cav Archers, so I begin to pump out those elite skirmishers, which I have upgraded on the fly, tried to upgrade very quickly. Lawdog is still trying to get into these wood choppers. Still not enough wood choppers there for them. It's going to take them so long to get through. Bev the Conqueror also getting hit from Lawdog. He has some annoying raiding going on in his base. A lot of idols. Monastery just going up, which would be very good if they can get out some monks at the point. But gold, how are they standing with gold? Only 234 gold, which means they can only pump out 2 non-upgraded monks. Knights again coming around for Laser Wolf, trying to get in, trying to do damage, but there is a large mass of Cav Archers here. Skirmishers are coming forward, massing them up. The Knights will get around. Let's see what Lawdog is doing in his base. He's got a siege workshop. He's still pumping out Knights. Now he's coming around to join, it looks like, the attack on Baba. He'll get there in time. This is going to be big. There's going to be quite a few villagers gone here if it's done in time. Sorry. See, I wish I had gone forward to there. I could have gotten a lot more hits off there, but still took down 2 vills. Getting idle time. The Cav Archers are coming forward. Skirmishers should be going around soon. They should have gone there already. Pulling back as I see the Cav Archers moving in. Where has Lawdog's Knights gone? He's hitting the palisades. Green has a pretty big mass of crossbows. Not enough armor upgrades. I'd like to see more at this point, but gold is hurting at the moment. This map is difficult for gold. They only have 1 patch left at 300. So they still have quite a bit left. They could keep getting upgrades. They are creating monks, which is so expensive without getting into the middle, but necessary. They've broken through, so this is big. This is big. This could make all the difference. Green really... If there was a way for them not to both have to chop through, that would have been much better. Lawdog coming around now with his Knights. Laser Wolf. Knights going in. Skirmishers coming around the sides. Too bad this initiation wasn't taken a little bit later. Those skirmishers would have been there. Would have been a lot of damage. There's a lot of damage coming into these Knights, but Lawdog's coming around the back. He's boxed in now. He's going to be taking a lot of damage. However, fighting underneath these TCs, you would think that the Magyar Cav Archers would have the advantage. However, when you're looking at this, and the one player claiming leg, I know that Lawdog and myself didn't experience the leg, but who knows what they were experiencing. Skirmishers are now in, and surprisingly those Knights cleaned that up underneath the TCs. This TC is now going to start getting hit. Both have gotten through now. Both are dropping their TCs. Lawdog is in the corner. I'm on my way to be getting through. And we look on the side, this TC is getting hit. There are skirmishers. There are more Knights coming in. If we were looking up here, the rally points coming in from those stables. More stables are likely going to be getting built soon. The eco of Lawdog is favoring Knight production. Eco of myself, again, the gold is low, but that's just because I have so many Knights queued up. Those archers have come forward, but there's not much that they can do at this point. This mass skirmisher's there to clean this up. Not underneath the TC, mind you, but they could do a lot of damage. And here is another Knight, some more skirmishers moving forward. And if we look, Lawdog cleaning up those villagers, which would have created another lumber camp. And killing every single one of them. That is devastating. The second that army starts moving back, I am moving in with mine. Just good distraction tactics. Keeping them on their toes, keeping them moving, keeping them frustrated. Hitting this TC now. It will go down. There's one pikeman there. Going to hit that pikeman. And that TC is all of Law Dog's knights gone, but worth it at that point. And this TC is gone. Team SW is calling the GG, and there ends the series between Team Double Champ and Team SW. Team Double Champ getting 3 wins versus SW's 0. The first game was really close. SW almost took that. If it wasn't for the lack of fishing ships, they likely would have taken that. Game 2, there's a bit of a difference. In this game, there was a large difference, other than Law Dog having difficulty with that Drush, which did a lot of damage. Let's take a look at the achievements now. So myself leading in the military count. Leading in the economy, we have Baba the Conqueror leading in technology. Good KD from both Law Dog and I. Largest army goes to Tam Dershonder at 38. Lots of crossbows. Food collected goes to myself. Wood to Tom Dershonder. 0 stone collected by any of us. That's why I thought it was, by placing that defensive tower, I thought that was actually a little bit of an issue because, again, like you see here, no stone. So, and gold collected goes to Tom Dershonder. Technology stats, first up to feud, first up to castle. Followed by Law Dog, and then Tom. Tam. I'm not sure if it's not Tom or Tam, I'm sorry. I'm doing my best. Not sure what it is. And the society stats. Tam Dershonder having the villager high at 76, followed by Law Dog at 74, and myself at 70. And there it is. So that series is over between Team SW and Laser Wolf, myself, and Law Dog of Team Double Champ. Team Double Champ wins it 3-0, and we're going to wait to see who we're set up against next. That'll be coming to you soon.